Hello and welcome to BTAP Chronicles, where we discuss trending news, facts, trends, and opinions which are beyond your official boardroom and conference room. And today's topic is about, as we all know him, the king of good times. All of us have heard about major corporate scams and fugitives in India. Some got jailed for their crimes, while some have left the country for good. Vijay Mallya has left the country, but if you really think about it, he's really not in hiding. He has an active Twitter account, he comes on news channels, comes to watch cricket in England, practically thinking he's not in hiding like others. So, what went wrong with Vijay Mallya? What exactly did he do? Will he ever get jailed? To answer these questions, let's take a look back at history. Vijay Mallya, son of Vittal Mallya, inherited United Breweries at the age of 28, a company Vittal Mallya had brought in 1947 that was meant to supply beer to British troops in India. He transformed beer and the larger alcohol consumption in India from a taboo market to a stylish market. Alcohol consumption was seen as a Western concept or meant for labourers in India before Kingfisher took over the market. Mallya focused on the urban middle class and capitalized heavily on the evolving pub culture in Bangalore and in India. His ways worked, and by 2004, United Breweries was India's largest spirit maker and the world's fourth largest alcohol manufacturer. Everything was going smooth for Vijay Mallya, and though he was envied and criticized for his lifestyles, his photo shoots, his calendars, and Western outlook, he was making big money and fame for himself. He was often compared to Playboy's Hugh Hefner or Donald Trump. Things started taking a U-turn when Mallya decided to foray into the airline industry. Mallya wanted to gift India its premium airlines with all the world-class features and offerings at a low price. In fact, if you remember traveling in Kingfisher Airlines, you would remember that it had a better leg space, it had in-flight entertainment screens for domestic airlines, and was pretty much on time. Now, like road transport in India is governed by RTOs, airlines in India are governed by DGCA or Director General for Civil Aviation. When Mallya started Kingfisher Airlines, the DGCA rule was to get an international license, you need to fly 5 years in the domestic market. Since Mallya was new and hungry, he did not want to wait for 5 years to fly international. So he purchased Deccan Aviation, a company which was already at a loss of 420 crores when he acquired it. Kingfisher Airlines was already in a debt of 570 crores when he acquired Deccan Aviation. Mallya was hopeful that once he's able to fly international, he would be able to make up for the losses. But then something big happened. The world was hit by the 2008 recession and stocks tumbled. With decrease in footfall, Mallya's losses increased. Airline industry requires a lot of money to work on a day-to-day basis. His losses further increased with rising airline fuel costs, parking charges, the fact that he had already booked 40 plus planes in advance. To keep his airlines running and to ensure steady capital, Mallya started borrowing from banks. He already had a good relationship with most banks and his other businesses were doing pretty well. So these banks were more than happy to lend Mallya. The lending and loss cycle went on, and by 2012 he owed about 100 crores of service tax to the service tax department and about 4,000 crores already in losses. Another disadvantage Mallya had was FDI or foreign direct investment. FDI in the airline industry was capped at 49% at that point of time, and today it stands at 100%. The last nail in the coffin for Mallya was when Mallya celebrated his 60th birthday at a grand scale but owed his employees about 6 months of salary. Mallya's playboy image haunted him and his employees went on a strike due to non-payment of salaries. Finally, in 2016, Vijay Mallya left India for UK and has been there since. He has paid back most of his employees and creditors. Mallya owed 17 banks close to 6,000 crores in 2015, which because of interest stands at 10,000 crores today. Mallya initially stated he was ready to pay 4,000 crores, which he increased to 6,000 crores, and as of 2021, till about 2 weeks back, he is ready to pay 13,000 crores with the condition that he should not be jailed. The CID Enforcement Directorate have worked towards recovering 2,500 crores by selling Mallya's property, and he recently transferred 5,800 crores of the 13,000 crores that he promised to give. So if you look at it, he's paying interest for the loans which he has taken. So if you reflect on the overall scenario, had there been no recession, if the rule of 5 years was not active, had there been FDI in airlines, Mallya's Kingfisher Airlines might have still been pretty successful. Even towards the end of Kingfisher Airlines, it was the second largest airlines in India. United Breweries' business was unaffected by Malia and Kingfisher Airlines saga. Instead, with the support of Heineken, United Breweries has beaten its competition and has grown at a faster rate than most of its peers. Whatever said and done, Malia is not hiding. In the last 5 years, he has always been ready to pay back to the banks the principal he had taken. For the last 5 years, he has faced the banks, ED, CID, courts, media, and the public angst while still being in the public eye. I personally think he's a very strong man to face it like a rock, but to each his own. Do let me know your views in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching BTAP Chronicles.